What is going on, world? My name is Chola Spears. I am a New York City queen, and I only wear Britney Spears perfume. So, today we are going to rank the 18 perfumes that I have from worst to best, Britney Spears edition. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, don't get mad at me. We have to start somewhere, and I'm starting with what I think is the worst Britney Spears fragrance that I own. Coming in at number 18, it is going to be Circus Fantasy. Okay, so here's the thing about Circus Fantasy. It has notes of like apricot, raspberry, but it also has notes of lily and musk. And I think that when you put everything together that's in this bottle, it just smells like fresh linen. And it's like one of those candles or one of those like air fresheners. There's nothing wrong with fresh linen, but I think in terms of Britney Spears fragrances and the fantasies in particular, there is something that I do want from putting on a Britney Spears fragrance. And the thing about this is I just don't know what fantasy they're trying to sell me. I love you so much, Britney. We just have to start somewhere. So this is number 18. We're moving on. I don't want to talk too much crap. I already feel bad. Okay, moving on. All right, we are moving right along to number 17. Number 17 is going to be The Jungle Fantasy by Britney Spears. So if you don't keep up with the Britney Spears fragrances, just so you know, this is the most recent fantasy. It's actually very cute. It almost reminds me of like Abercrombie. I think it was called Fierce. It reminds me of that. It has notes of like violet, watermelon, lily. That cupcake smell that you normally expect from a fantasy is in this bottle. So I do like the scent, but the reason it is so low is because number one, with a bottle this cute, I was expecting a little bit more. I think in terms of Britney Spears fragrances, from Fantasy to Prerogative to Radiance, even the private shows, we've seen an evolution of Britney Spears fragrances coming from, cupcake scents to other scents that are much muskier, much more mature. And the thing about this is it doesn't really sell me with the fragrance. It smells really good. If you see this and you want something very fruity, very cute, very daytime, I would say try this. But I would also say take it with you everywhere you go because you're probably going to want to spray it on again within like an hour or two. So beautiful smell, beautiful bottle. The box is okay, but I was expecting more this late in the game from a Britney Spears fragrance. We're moving on. Okay, so this is where you guys start getting mad at me. At number 16, we have Believe by Britney Spears. Listen, I just want to say for the record, I buy Believe more than I buy any other fragrance by Britney Spears. It has notes of honeysuckle, tangerine, amber, things like that. But if you've been a Britney fan for as long as I have and you've smelled Believe before or worn it or bought it, you know that it's a weird smell. It is a weird smell. I don't know if it's the honeysuckle and the amber or what, but it's a weird smell. The girls who know. So at number 16, it is Believe. Okay, so here is where y'all start getting mad at me because at number 15, we have the original Curious by Britney Spears. Okay, so look, I know that a lot of you love this fragrance. I know a lot of you have been rocking this fragrance since it came out and it's still in your perfume collection. But I have to say that I think that most of the love that this fragrance has is because of the nostalgia, because of memories, or because of, a time in your life that it made you feel cute. The scent is cute. The scent has magnolia. The scent has jasmine. It has pear. It has sandalwood. But I'm just not just one of the curious girls. I think it's kind of like Circus Fantasy to me, where I see where it's coming from, but I'm not sure that I'm buying what it's selling, even though I bought it. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much crap about it because I do know that people love this and I don't want to get blocked or reported or flagged or anything. So number 15 is the Curious perfume by Britney Spears. We're going to move on before I start losing followers. Okay, so moving right along, coming in at number 14 is going to be Island Fantasy by Britney Spears. So this one has jasmine, sandalwood, it has mandarin, it has musk, it has citrus. I will say that I don't have too many things necessarily good or bad to say about this. The only thing I will say is that if you are out and you see the fragrance and you see the body mist, I would just go with the body mist. It's cheaper. It smells the same. It pretty much lasts the same. But this is a very cute bottle. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so for number 13 is going to be Blissful Fantasy by Britney Spears. I'm not sure when this came out. It wasn't that long ago, but this fragrance has like a white floral, honeysuckle, kind of wood, kind of like sandalwoody kind of vibe to it. So here's the thing. It's placed really low because I just expected more. There are a few of these fragrances that are hit or miss, and this is definitely a miss for me. I will say, though, that this is not a bad fragrance. There are some fragrances that I would not recommend because they're just not that great. This is not one of them. This one is just not for me. I could see somebody wearing this going out to brunch or going to like a music festival or even going like, out to like the park or something like that. It has a lot of the floral vibes that you're getting from the box and the perfume, which I like. If I'm not into something, at least it's selling me the fantasy that I'm not into. So for number 13, it is going to be Blissful Fantasy. Okay, so I said it. Don't get mad at me. This is my opinion. Don't throw your phone. But coming in at number 12 is going to be the Midnight Fantasy edition of Fantasy. Okay, so look. It has berries, it has plum, it has that cupcake that you're used to with the fantasy fragrance. I do love this scent, and I think it's one of the bolder scents. I think it's also one of the first times we really saw fantasy kind of switch it up. I think this came out before Hidden Fantasy. I do love Hidden Fantasy too, but this was, for me, the first time I saw like a switch up with the fantasies. I like it. I like the bottle. I think it's cute. I really like the packaging. I liked the advertisements for it as well. But I do think that this is such a, like the berries and everything, it's such a fruity kind of like lip smackers kind of vibe to it. You know what I mean? It has that artificial smell to it. I know a lot of these have artificial smells to them, but I think this one in particular kind of reminds me of like lip smacker flavors or things like that. I think that you're definitely going to be able to smell this. You're definitely going to be able to wear this without having to spray it on over and over again. But in terms of like, just being maybe older than you were when you first started buying fantasies and curiouses, this is placed low because of that reason. But still a good smell. Mind you, even though I'm, trash talking some of these fragrances, I did buy them all and I'm still buying them. So with that being said, number 12 is going to be Midnight Fantasy. Okay, so we are moving this thing right along. At number 11, it is going to be the Britney Spears Prerogative Rave. So this smells so good. I honestly might have placed this a little bit higher on the list, but there are other prerogatives. I really enjoy the prerogatives. I think that they're very unisex. I think that when a masculine person wears something like this, especially throughout the day, it smells even better. So this is number 11. But I will say, if you ever see Prerogative Rave and you love a good scent, go for it.